And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, Amy!
36.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
21. 21. 36.
On second and 9. Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
White.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. On second down, a run with Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun on third. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Come on. Hey, check 24. 21. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
12. Crunch. 61. Match box right.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, off the mark, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go.
Come to me, it's me. 52's the mic, boys, 52. They can't hang with us.
Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, wahoo!
45's the mic, 45's the mic. Here we go.
Throwing Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Hey, seam 6.
45, Mike, 45. I got it. 45. Mike, 45.
Ready?
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On 1st down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Not really any offense for them to speak of here this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Look at me, zipper! Bravo!
Check, 45 to Mike.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
45, 45, Mike, 45. I know he ain't.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready, ready.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Sammy Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways. Either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 36 to Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff.
11.
36 to Mike.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Hey, high 7.
36. Line 36.
12, fellas, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They go counter with Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
I smell fear in that offense.
11.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
65. White.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Yeah. Watch the twist. 45. Mike, 45.
Hey, tight. Smooth. There we go. Recon, 132 fighter.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Say go.
Throwing again. Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready? 8, read.
Check 56. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run.
Get it.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 85 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Hey, Delta.
52. Watch 52.
Get ready.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
50, plant.
Don't say nothing.
Hey.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Here we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, here we go. 45. Mike, 40.
Greystone, travel.
QB's trash. Let's go. Wide. Get wide.
5.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
You don't want no problem.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Ready to break.
Stop your body. Watch tight end.
80 weapon.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Hey, Charlie.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Hey, keep it up.
Jones now to throw on second down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all what they really said. Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Brings up second and 8 at the Niners' 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Hey! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike, 45. Rip right, rip right. 45, 45. Mike, 45. I'm here.
Here's second and 8. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Give him 2 yards on that play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4.
Go.
We got 4.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Hey, orbit.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Go.
To throw on third down, Jones. Now he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. This from 54 yards away. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Here we go.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11. X3, 218, chopper.
Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Garoppolo now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
13.
Here's Breida. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert!
54. Mike 54. Strip that ball.
Hey, alert! Man!
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
He's not going to get me. Check 52's the mic.
Look at me. Door.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Shoot.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, pick your game up.
Pilot, 64, weak.
52's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike.
Know your job.
Hit it.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Wright's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Yes, yes.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarrett McKinnon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
52's the mic. Mike 52.
Hey, zoom.
Let's go.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second down, McKinnon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here's Jones on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Protein spill. Go, go.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike's 56.
Hey, Haywood.
56. Got one.
Get it.
From the gun, Jones. Complete to Wright. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up. It's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has. The 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 180!
I hope we brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk.